In this video, I want to talk to you about how to deal with the difficult times. Now, we all have gone through at some stages in our life the difficult times. Things were sort of out of control. We sort of felt that it doesn't matter how much we are going to try, we are never ever going to come out of this. We just think and assume that whatever that we are going through is here to stay. It's not a temporary situation. But just let me tell you this, right? It doesn't matter how bad you have it at this stage. It doesn't matter what kind of environment we are living in. At some stage, we're gonna come out of it, right? We are going to achieve. We're gonna get to new version of the normalcy. I don't know how that looks like down the track, but eventually everything is going to subside and something else is going to take place. But this doesn't really change the fact that a lot of people are going through the difficult times at this stage. A lot of people are going through difficult times, stressful time, personally and business-wise. Just think about what's really happening in this world, right? We are face to face with this virus that we had never thought was going to happen in this world, right? The businesses in the countries were shut down for more than 60 days, and we haven't yet achieved any level of sense of certainty that this thing is going to go away in any foreseeable future. We don't know how long it's going to take before we are going to achieve any level of normalcy. There is so much of anxiety in the environment. What I want to do is I just want to give you sort of 3 ideas. Just practice it without worrying about the results. Okay? Now, let me tell you this. It doesn't matter how bad we have it at this stage. Eventually, this is going to go away. Okay? We're just going to have to get used to with new way of doing things. Number 1 is get your routine back. Have some kind of structure and routine in your daily life. Once you have a structure, what happens mentally, now you do not have to think about it. You are not stepping into the unknown every single day. So you know exactly what to sort of expect, right? That breeds a lot of confidence. And moment you have some kind of sense of certainty, once you have some kind of a confidence in your routine, that is going to spill over in the other areas of your life. And that's how you're going to build the momentum. With momentum, what happens is you build the confidence. What you need when you're going through the difficult time is you need some sense of control. So what you do, there's so many things you and I have no control over. You do not have any control over what's going to happen to the world in the next sort of 6 months. You do not have any control when the world is going to come up with the vaccine. We do not know when we are going to step into the new version of the normalcy. But what we can do, we have absolute control over what time we get up. What books do we read? Who do we talk to every single day? If you are going to talk with someone who is negative and who is toxic, who's always putting you down, you're never going to change your state of mind. Right? You're gonna feel more depressed, you're gonna be more anxious, okay? So you gotta surround yourself obviously with positive, like-minded people, but at the same time, get some control and traction in your personal life. It doesn't matter that you've got big, fat, hairy, audacious goal, but if you're not healthy, then you will never be able to tap into those opportunities. So look after your health. Start going to the gym. If the gyms are closed, I understand. There's so many videos on the YouTube for the home workout. Get one of those resistance bands, okay? You don't need the gym. Resistance band is your entire gym. If you're not healthy, you would never have the energy to go after your goals with all your energy, like your life is dependent on it. We all just falsely assume that to get the momentum in our business, we have to achieve 30 to 40 things in a day. What it does is it just overwhelms you. And when someone is overwhelmed, the last thing they want to do is they won't take any actions, right? They freeze because you are overwhelmed. You think for you to succeed, to achieve your goals and aspiration, you have to achieve 3,000 things in a day. That's not right, okay? Your 1 or 2 habit is going to determine your 80% of your life. Okay, just figure out 1 or 2 things that you can do every single day in your business that's going to keep you in the game. Now, number 2 is I want to talk to you about is you gotta expand your perspective. Okay, you gotta look beyond your personal circumstances. Everyone is going through some kind of a problem, but there are some people who are actually being affected by this virus. Okay, so many people have lost their lives. Now they don't know what's going to happen to their business next 6 months down the track. If this thing still go for 12 months, millions of businesses are going to be filing for the bankruptcies, right? But if you still have a job during this challenging time, right? If you still have not yet dried up all your savings, you have food in the fridge, you have a roof above your head, there's something to be grateful for, because when you are tensed, your body is releasing cortisol in your bloodstream. It shuts down so many other essential systems in your body. It compromises your immune system. What you need in this challenging time, you need your immune system. Still, if you're still healthy, your family is healthy, no one you know has succumbed to this deadliest virus, you are in a very, very good spot. Look beyond your struggles. Look beyond your personal circumstances. Now, last but not the least is what you can learn from the situation. Understand this, okay? When we succeed, we party. But when we fail, we ponder. If you're making millions and millions of dollars, the entire world knows about you. The entire world knows about your products, services, and your businesses, right? Everyone is cheering for you. You don't have time in those moments to sit down and have a good look at your weaknesses. But the crisis, what it does is it reveals the weaknesses in the system. Before this time, there were so many businesses out there who did not have any existence on the internet, right? Because they never had to. Now, because of this lockdown, their livelihood is dependent on selling stuff on the internet. Legit businesses out there whose business is actually quadrupled during this time because they pivot immediately, right? They would have never found out the weaklings if it weren't for this lockdown, okay? When you are going through the most difficult time professionally, that was the time you're gonna sit back, you're gonna go for the advices, you're gonna look for the people who can help you pivot professionally, right? When you succeed, you are never going to sort of sit back and sort of ask yourself tough questions. So the crises are going to expose you to your weaknesses. Before I go again, okay, let's revisit these 3 ideas. Pretty simple. Get some kind of a structure back around your routine. Put your health number 1 priority, because if you haven't got the health, you're never going to have the energy to go after your goals. Like your life is dependent on it. And again, find 1 or 2 or 3 things in your business that you can do every single day. Cut through the bullshit, okay? I'm not talking about things that really don't matter. I'm talking about 1 or 2 or 3 things that's actually going to keep you going, that's going to keep you in the game. Number 2 is expand your perspective. Get a perspective. And number 3 is ask yourself what you can learn from this crisis. And that's my time.